Gravity Falls. Can we get like a pine tree on this? Like, can we put like a, yeah, there we go. Alright.
Hey guys, and welcome back to Gravity Summer, the show where for every day this summer, or at least for all of July and some of August, I couldn't do it in June, I'm going to be uploading a video talking about a Gravity Falls episode until I finish the series. And today we're going to be talking about Season 1, Episode 2, Legend of the Gobblewonker. This episode is a pretty good episode. Definitely better than the pilot. I really like this episode. I think, it's not a great episode by any means, but, it has its moments, and it's a pretty, funny, lighthearted, just a nice episode, a really nice episode. Basically, the plot of this one, Grunkle Stan wants to take Dipper and Mabel to go fishing with him, but instead, Dipper and Mabel really want to chase after this legendary beast that they think might be haunting the lakes of Gravity Falls, called the Gobblewonker. They're told this by Old Man McGucket, who, yes, this is Old Man McGucket's first appearance. Sure, we'll be seeing more of him as the series goes on. This is also the first episode to have Seuss as one of the main characters. Seuss is really great in this episode. But yeah, overall, this episode starts out pretty great with a couple of good jokes, definitely, including Grunkle Stan, such as this one.
Is this gonna be anything like our last family bonding day?
You call that Ben Franklin? He looks like a woman! Uh-oh.
Now, personally, I'm really a big fan of jokes like these, because they're able to do something which I think is really hard to do for a lot of shows, where, like, for example, like, Rick and Morty tried to do this, and in my opinion, didn't do it as nearly as successfully as this show did it, obviously. No offense to Rick and Morty, though. Rick and Morty is, like, one of my favorite shows, except for the Justin Roiland thing. That doesn't matter. But yeah, one of the things like that Rick and Morty really struggled with trying, to make Rick, be able to be, not a great person, to be kind of a douche sometimes, to be kind of, a jerk, but still have him, at the end of the day, have us, still, root for him, have us still have heart and stuff. In a lot of Rick and Morty, at least for the first few seasons, it really didn't work. Like, in the new season, they tried to, redeem him a bit, but really, it really didn't end up working that well. In Gravity Falls with Grunkle Stan, it works perfectly. Grunkle Stan, he's enough, of a bad person that that you can still have a lot of great jokes of him doing things that, he probably shouldn't be doing for, just moral reasons, but you can, still have him have a lot of heart, because at the end of the day, really, does love and care about Dipper and Mabel, and even, Wendy and Seuss, too. He is really a great Grunkle, at the end of the day, even though he does some questionable stuff. We can have those jokes, but yeah, they can basically have their cake and eat it, too. It's a really, really nice way of doing that.
Now, who wants to put on some blindfolds and get into my car?
Yay! Wait, what?
Also, one more thing about Grunkle Stan in this episode. On the boat that Grunkle Stan has, it says Stan-O-War. As any of you guys might know about the show, that the Stan-O-War is definitely going to be a big thing later with Grunkle Stan's brother and stuff. But overall, this episode is really good. I guess the only thing that I didn't really like that much about this episode, besides nitpicking, the only thing that I thought was a little bit weird was how fast Mabel and Zeus destroy the cameras. It's kind of funny how they destroy all the cameras that Dipper is trying to tape the Gobblewonker on, but at the same time, it just feels a little bit out of character, how slightly mean-spirited they are. But yeah, other than that, Seuss is great in this episode. Dipper, I really like Dipper and Mabel's arc of, going to find the Gobblewonker, which brings me to what I really like about this episode, the ending, where they find out that the Gobblewonker was just a machine piloted by, of course, the one, the only, Old Man McGucket, and basically, I really like that, because, it ties in because Old Man McGucket did it, because, his son wasn't paying any attention to him, he wanted more attention. Also, I really just love this line.
First, I just hootenanted up a biomechanical brainwave generator, and then I learned to operate a stick shift with my beer.
And so, now that makes Dipper and Mabel, want to go back and do the fishing with Stan. It's a really nice touch. And, how Stan is kind of like harassing people basically for the whole episode, and kind of like the B plot where he's just going around there. Anyway, thank you all for watching. I will see you guys next time.